Hey everybody, welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick,
I'm Dave.
And I'm Gretchen.
and we are here today painting some miniatures from the board game Wildlands by Osprey Games. We started this on Tuesday. We painted a couple things up.
We did.
Dave and I, and we got Gretchen here today with us, and we're painting
Yep.
up all sorts of fun stuff. What
So
are you
many
painting,
things.
Gretchen?
I am painting myself. So this one's actually named Gretchen, and it has a nice little card that has a more detailed little look. It's a nice little hag. It's me in the morning before my coffee. So I'm painting myself, and then I am also going to paint a little halfling, looks like Rosie the Riveter-esque person, because our outfits match today.
Nice.
So
Nice.
You could put her on the spinner.
I could put her on the spinner.
Let's do that.
And what's funny is like the Rosie
little
the Riveter halfling with the blunderbuss
Yep.
is
And there's me. You can
Named
see I
Top.
started the.
Talk.
tak,
Yep.
which means thank you in Swedish.
Oh, it does?
That's awesome. So
Here she is. She's coming around.
there is talk there, and then coming around is Gretchen the Hag. I already started her skin, so
Nice.
she'll dramatic reveal.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, there it is.
Beautiful. It's spitting image, really.
The pre-coffee Gretchen.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning and that is me, and then I drink coffee and I glow like a magical girl and.
Okay,
ta-doo.
I can see that. What are you painting, Dave?
I'm going to be finishing off. Actually, I'm just going to get Wildlands out of the way for a second. And I'm going to grab those out. I'm going to finish off these two guys, the skeleton and the zombie that I started on Tuesday.
Which look
I'm
amazing.
also going to have a crack at this guy.
Okay. And who is this guy? Looks like he's got like a Dragon Ball Z globe of power that he's getting ready to blast.
He does, doesn't he?
Kamehameha.
That's kind of exactly what I want to do with it.
Very nice.
So yeah, I'm going to mess around with that. I don't have a card for him. I don't know where the card is.
Okay, let's see if it's
It's around somewhere.
in this pile. And, yep, it's Garen.
Garen?
Garen right there, but
Excellent.
it's not in the same pose, but you get it.
Right. Okay.
And then
Yep.
I am working on Hugo, the wizened old owl, who will let you know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Really? Oh.
He will actually give you the right answer.
And the Tootsie Pop.
Right? And I'm also painting Chizak, who looks like a half orc or an orc pugilist, like a
Oh.
fist fighter right there.
Boxer.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him as well.
Get him for a
I
little
saw him
bit.
last week, or on Tuesday. I was just like, I gotta paint this guy.
Gotta paint him. Gotta
So,
paint him.
There we go.
It's gotta be done.
Let's see who's all joining us today. We've got a lot of people jumped in already. We have Natasha,
Hey, Natasha.
Hey.
Nick, Walter. Psst, fix the Twitch title. It says rerun. That's coming from Natasha. Hey, Cannon. Cannon's
Hey,
with us.
Cannon.
He hasn't been around in a while.
Yeah.
We missed you.
I guess you've
Gene?
been busy.
He's been, yeah, he had to have been busy.
Yeah.
Steve says, here we go.
Here we go.
Walter says, hi guys. Josh says, painting lappy mill pennies.
Close enough.
Painting pappy mill linnes. He knows what we're doing. Julio says, hello, newbie painter here.
Hello.
Hello.
Josh there says, maple means I love you in Canadian.
Nice.
It's like a little Amelia, is what Natasha says about the Rosie the Riveter.
Yep.
Keith Compton is here. Hi, sweet looking minis. Steve says hi. He's from the local bowling league. Julio says, guys, I have one question. Buying a paint set, for example, Nolzur's Pigments, for a newbie who doesn't have a lot of paint bottles is a good idea? Yes.
Yes.
It's a great idea. It's a great paint set. Gives you just a wide enough variety of paints.
Yep.
That you can pretty much do anything with those.
Exactly. The important thing to remember for any new folks who are buying paint sets is sort of right from the start, you really need a black, a white, a red, a blue, and a yellow.
The basics.
So you should be able to... The primaries. Yep, the primaries plus black and white. And as long as you've got sort of bright, saturated versions of red, yellow, and blue, you should be able to mix a lot of different colors from those. And don't be afraid to mix. Sometimes we don't do a lot of mixing here, but sometimes we do.
It's
I
kind of
almost
funny.
always mix.
It's kind of funny that you're saying it because I actually am mixing today.
I was just going to look down and notice that I was not mixing at all.
I'm taking a little bit of white and a little bit of leather brown
Yeah.
to make a lighter brown because I didn't have one that kind of
Yes.
Does it work for you?
Yeah, and to match the light brown of the cloak on Hugo here
Yeah.
to give him that color and shade. So yeah, the Nolzor's paint, Marvelous Pigments by Gale Force 9
Yep.
with Army Painter War Paints inside is a great purchase.
Exactly. Then as you go, oh, we got Leona laughing in the background. It's putting me off. What are you doing, Leona?
I jingle. I don't know what to tell you, Leona.
But oh, now I'm completely lost it.
The AP full.
What was I going to say?
What colors are you using, Dave?
No, that wasn't it. That was something else. Oh well, it'll come back to me.
Carl says that the half orc or the orc looks like Panthro from the Thundercats. Walter says I got the Army Painter War Paint set. Dave's mini is from the local bowling league.
This guy?
Yeah, your
Yep.
wizard.
Oh,
It's
I
a-
should have painted it in purple and could have been the Jesus. Oh, man. Is that 20 years today? 20,
what's
20 years
the-
this week? Big Lebowski?
the Big Lebowski.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, John Turturro's character.
Oh yeah, yeah. What a great movie.
Yep. Absolutely awesome.
What's funny is when I retired from the military, I was considering moving back to Michigan, and there was a 2-lane bowling alley for sale with an ice cream shop attachment, with a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath apartment above it,
Right.
and they were selling the building,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, I could have a Big Lebowski day there, you know, and
Were you almost
I
a
was-
bowling alley ice cream shop guy?
I almost was. Because
That'd be
I was
awesome.
thinking this, you could add like a little comic and gaming.
You could have been
space
so
in it.
much cooler.
Whoa,
Damn.
man, savagery. What was that, Leona?
Rough.
Truth.
Savagery started earlier.
It
before
did.
the show.
And speaking of savagery, we should
All
just
right.
continue the path.
Yeah.
You got some
So
savagery?
I got an article today sent to me about
Was it the one I
the show
redid
about
on Facebook?
No, about a show called Crikey. Here's the
Oh, the Irwins.
Irwins,
Right.
and it's coming out like in a week. And it's the first I've heard of it, and yet we have a Australian sitting at this table twice a week, and didn't think to maybe disclose this information.
No,
Okay,
I didn't.
and that was the end of that conversation.
I never watched any of like
What is wrong with you?
Steve Irwin stuff before.
That
Isn't-
man practically raised me.
And all of
Yeah.
Australia.
I think you'll find in Australia that like you don't need to watch like it's either watch it on TV or go out and experience it for yourself like, in real life.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, I could have
but just
gone.
because it's not on Netflix,
Okay,
my friend.
But here's the thing: like, I could have gone out and seen alligators in Louisiana and just done that
But
and
why?
experienced life. And I partially did, but also, like, Steve Irwin taught me how to not get eaten by them.
Right? Okay. He just didn't teach you how to
Valuable.
not get stung by a stingray.
Ooh.
Well,
Too soon?
a little bit. A little bit.
Too soon. Okay. Horrible. Oh.
But I'm looking forward to watching it because I did enjoy Steve Irwin's run on television with all of his fun antics and stuff. And all the things that have come out with his kids in regards to their following his footsteps with the zoo and all that stuff has been really inspiring.
Yeah, I think that's great. They're doing a wonderful job.
Yeah.
They are.
They really are.
And so, yeah, if you haven't seen it or know about it, now you do, and you should check it out. It's going to be on Animal Planet.
And make sure you pay attention to how crikey is spelt.
Oh.
CR?
Crikey.
Yeah. Is that the wrong way, or is that
That's
the
the
right?
correct way.
Okay.
Okay. You see so many people spell it online. Crick.
That is the wrong way.
That's cricky.
Right.
Nobody says cricky.
Nobody says that.
They might say crick, but they don't say cricky.
That's a waterway.
It is. That you would have had out the back of your house in Michigan.
Yeah. Go down and play in the creek.
Yep.
Catch crawfish.
Are those in Michigan? I wouldn't have.
Only smothered in maple syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sounds delicious.
Oh. I feel
G-Dog
every.
is so mean to the boys. Gretchen is so mean to the boys. Your G-Dog.
is that Josh again?
Yeah,
Oh,
Josh
yeah.
Davis.
Awesome.
Dang, he said he woke up with food poisoning at 4 a.m. and it's been a rough day already.
Oh,
Sorry to hear that, man.
Boo.
That's awful.
Were you having some of those Michigan crawfish?
Dang.
I have like a small like heart palpitation every time.
Every time I say Michigan crawfish.
Yes. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, every ancestor I have is rolling in their grave right now in Louisiana. Every single
I
one.
don't know why they would, considering the majority of the crawfish that are consumed in Louisiana come from Maryland.
Oh, they don't.
Hashtag truth.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
No, because Maryland gets half their crabs from the Gulf.
Oh, they're
It's
crabs, yes,
full in half.
but their crawfish
Crawfish go the other way.
go the other way.
Ah, it's like a
Fun
it's like
fact.
A
I'm
shellfish
gonna look that
exchange.
up. I'm gonna look that up.
You need to. Your whole world is about to shatter.
Does like Maryland? Does Maryland drive to like Alabama and do the handoff?
Yeah,
Here's all the crawfish. We'll take the crabs.
we'll take the crabs.
You have to, if you want to order crawfish from Louisiana, you have to get them like their own plane ticket and everything.
Yep.
Because you have to get them live, so
Yep.
it's super expensive.
Yep. I can see that.
We try to have a crawfish boil like every year, and
Mm.
it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's an expensive event.
So it might be cheaper to fly to New Orleans.
Probably. Meh.
Hmm.
I tried to get into crabs because Maryland,
Mm-hmm.
and I like the taste of crabs. But I didn't grow up picking crabs, so I'm very slow at it, and I'm like, I just want to eat it. I don't. Why do I have to like crawfish? You just twist and go, They're like bam in my tummy.
Right.
And I'm very quick with crawfish, but with crabs, I poke and it's not as fun, and I accidentally touch lungs, and I don't like the feeling of crab lungs. That is not a good texture. That is a
Crab lungs
no-no
are
texture.
awesome.
No.
No, fair enough.
James is wondering how's it going in Painting Land and says hi.
Hey, James.
Painting Land is going.
Going well.
Yeah.
This is a true story. All right. I'm gonna let that kind of dry a sec. I'm going to share this one more time over in. Hey, Clive. Thanks for joining us today into the board game group.
Excellent. So we're, in case you're joining us a little bit late, we are painting minis from Wildlands from Osprey Games. So,
Yes.
there. Very cool. So this was released yesterday. Is that right?
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, the
So hit
17th.
hit
Yeah.
the streets yesterday. $80 in your friendly local game store. 20 miniatures inside, loads of cards, loads of board sections to adventure around. So, very cool. Sharing, hey?
I am.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys about Crikey.
It's fine.
I already knew anyway.
Yeah,
What?
just-
Since I like actually follow Steve Irwin. Yeah.
Right. Because he's your surrogate
Listen.
father.
Yes. Love that man.
I'm sorry.
Him and Jack Hanna.
Oh,
And I was-
oh yeah, Jack Hanna.
Jack Hanna was awesome. I was this close to meeting Jack Hanna once.
Yeah.
One of my old bosses actually knew him. Like one of the people who would frequent the work would know him, and it was awesome. And I never actually got to meet him, but I was like, this is far away.
Yeah, you were,
That's
6
so
degrees
close.
of separation on that one.
Yeah, I was so excited about it.
Give me a second. I'm just going to look up who Jack Hanna is.
He used to go on like all the talk shows.
He was British, I
and
believe.
bring out all the, the different animals to
Oh,
show
right.
to the talk show hosts, and they'd freak out and
He was British Steve Irwin.
maybe. I don't know if he was British or not.
He definitely had an accent, right? Or is that little kid me just like remembering that wrong?
Hoping that he did. Yeah, maybe.
It might have been a Michigan accent.
It could have been Michigan.
It
Yeah.
could have been.
Did he
Who
say
knows?
roof?
They say roof and a boat. So I mentioned that we're going to be doing a giveaway today, right?
you did?
Yeah, in the chat.
Oh, okay. In the chat you mentioned
Ish.
that. Right.
Sure.
In the group shares. So just like Tuesday, I had two copies of Storm King's Thunder's Chief Guh. I happened to find another one,
Well, hey.
and we're going to give this one away as well. So if you would like to win the Chief Guh,
The big fancy boy.
yeah, we have to come up with a
fancy boy.
hashtag in there in the group
I
chat.
think big fancy boy.
That's a lot of words to put in there.
You want something simple? People can type. It's okay.
Yeah, but big fancy boy.
Our audience is intelligent enough to be able to do
I'm not
it.
saying they're not, but I also know that
think he is.
for
It
convenience,
has no face.
for convenience, we did hashtag
Face.
thunder. Let's go hashtag lightning today.
all
Lightning.
right,
Yeah.
fine.
Hashtag lightning in the chat. Afterwards, we'll pick a winner and we'll send this out to the winner. The Storm King's Thunder Chief Guh premiere figure by WizKids. It's very cool. Thank you, WizKids, for providing that, and thank you to Osprey Games for providing Wildlands for us to paint today and get you guys all excited about this cool game with all these amazing miniatures.
Cool.
As we get to it here, I'm just going to paint your legs green, Mr. Orc.
Paint your silver pants blue.
So it's been 2 weeks
Yeah.
since the movie Venom came out.
I have not seen it yet. I have not seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen it, and I'm mad I have not seen it yet.
I'm mad you haven't seen it yet either. I was actually hoping that at least one of you two would have saw it.
Don't you spoil things for me.
But he knew it wasn't going to be me.
I did know, but I asked,
You-
and I was
Listen,
not surprised with the answer.
that is gonna be date night, hopefully.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I will say this, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
It had just the right amount of humor and action.
It sounds.
Now I can't watch it.
It sounds.
Spoiled it.
I
super
ruined it.
fun. It's every single one of my friends who've seen it have said that it's super fun and my brand of
Humor?
my brand of
Okay.
humor and monster film.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
How's Tom Hardy? Is he good?
Yeah, his character is really good. I mean, he does take on the role of someone who's infected with a symbiote. So,
Yeah.
and how he handles it is very fun. And the fact that there's no reference to Spider-Man and or any other superheroes in this does not detract from the fact that it's a fun movie to watch.
I've actually seen a lot of fans mention that they're super excited about the fact that it doesn't mention Spider-Man because in that universe it means there's no bad blood.
Correct.
So everyone is talking about, oh my goodness, for once you might get to see Venom and Spider-Man interact without any of the bad blood going there, so they can actually interact in a new and exciting manner.
I
And
agree.
I think that it would be a really fun direction to go.
I agree.
I completely think that's going to be, if they stick with that, I'm going to be excited.
Yeah, that will make it a lot of fun, no doubt. Tom knows how to act like he has an infection. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's Josh. Does Osprey have any minis or scenarios for Last Days Zombie Apocalypse? Walter, that's a great question because isn't Last Days Zombie Apocalypse one of those bring your own minis to the table?
It
games?
is. Yep.
So-
Yep. Yeah, they don't have any. Don't have any minis for it. They don't have any any separate miniature ranges.
They do
at all.
for Frostgrave.
No, North Star has
Correct.
Frostgrave.
Frostgrave
ranges,
minis. You're right. My bad.
not Osprey.
However, maybe if Christian is watching in the chat, Christian Waters, who works for Osprey Games, maybe he can throw some insight on miniatures for Osprey Games.
Oh. Could be good.
I'm
But,
not saying, I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, Last Days Zombie Apocalypse is very much a miniatures agnostic game. You can use sort of minis from any companies that are out there. I know Ash uses a lot of stuff from Hassle Free.
Okay.
I think that's Kev White in the UK.
All right.
Does loads of different cool miniatures that are great for skirmish games.
I could almost imagine seeing like the Mantic Games Walking Dead All Out War miniatures being used and something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know?
Yep. Yep. Very definitely. Minis from Zombicide.
Zombicide. All of the Zombicide stuff. You could bring Black Plague
Yep.
even. That would be kind of neat.
Yep. From games like The Others as well.
Yes.
Like that. Those are great minis for that.
Right.
But
Come
yeah.
on.
It's definitely part of the fun of that kind of game. Is tracking down the cool models to use. But excellent. Did you say Josh was in the chat?
Yeah, Josh Davis.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in there.
Cool. Oh, yeah, and he had food poisoning?
Food poisoning, yeah. Sad day for Josh.
Yeah. Does that mean you won't be streaming today, Josh? I hope you will be.
I don't know. We'll find out
Yeah?
in just the 1 minute.
Just a
But
minute.
meanwhile, back to our sponsors.
Don't you dare.
I'm literally finishing a commission right now, says Josh.
Right.
Okay, so maybe he'll be still streaming
Yeah.
if he's painting now.
Great.
So yesterday, Gretchen and I, with the help of Leona and Mia, did a video, which will be coming out soon,
I'm so excited.
about a
for that.
role-playing game called Invisible Sun.
That was
Oh, how do you spell sun?
amazing.
S-U-N.
Okay.
It's by Monty Cook Games, but I wanted to mention this because, funny thing, Leona, Darcy messaged me literally just before coming in here because they're going to do a reprint Kickstarter for Invisible Sun because the first run and first run through distribution has sold out. Asking if we could do anything to show off that game again. How weird is that?
That's so exciting. Does Mia know yet?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'm literally telling you guys right now.
Excellent.
We had so much fun with that.
Yeah. And Darcy had asked if there's anything that she could do or that Monica could do to help, you know, put some love out in the interwebs for it. So I kind of mentioned maybe we could get Darcy to run a Skype version of a session
Oh, that'd be cool.
yesterday. Maybe we can make that happen. That'd be fun. I mean, not like today or tomorrow. By any means.
Not like right now.
We'd
Is
have
that
to
what you're saying?
Right
schedule-
now, everyone
it
stop
out.
what you're doing. We gotta.
schedule it out.
Okay.
But I know how excited people can get about those things.
Yeah. There's like an immediacy thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? Bye, Dave. Yeah. Man, I drove for hours to get here. Now I have to turn around and go home. Okay.
Clive Mills has a question for you, Dave.
Okay.
It says, any tips for highlighting gray on such as robes?
Okay. Yeah, are you starting with a, I guess, Depends on what you're starting with. Are you starting with a dark gray or a mid gray or a light gray? But really, as far as highlights go, you're just really generally looking at lighter grays. It sounds pretty sort of simple, but that's it. For the shading, though, is where you can have a lot of fun with grays, depending on what other colors you've got on the model. So if you've got, let's say you've got some green on the model,
Right.
you can actually use some desaturated red, like a dark desaturated red, to shade
Okay.
the gray.
Know your color wheel.
Yep, exactly. I don't have it in my box. Oh. Ever since I switched to the new plastic container rather than my old
Your old
Postal box.
FedEx shipping box.
Yep. Rather than that, I don't have the color wheel with me anymore. But no, you could you can mix in some deep desaturated reds, some greens, some purples, that sort of thing. Browns. Brown is always a good one for using for shading on grays. So,
Okay.
yeah. Sadly, I've already started this guy in red, so I can't show you what I would do with gray. But I have to remember that for next time. I have the opportunity.
I would
Okay.
also like to make a mention to, I'm going to grab it from behind over here,
Oh yeah.
the Catan chocolate. So Catan's milk chocolate
Yummy.
edition. This is a fun little treat that you can get for your friends that like Catan, or for yourself for if you just want to snack while you're watching any show on TV, like I do.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself to
Yeah.
some Catan milk chocolate. You can get this through your local game store. Just let them know, or you can even go online, I'm sure, and find it. But I prefer you go to your local game store and get it.
So say Christmas and Valentine's Day, guys.
Yeah, I mean, even
yeah.
with Halloween.
Yep.
You know, drop one of these in
Yes.
someone's.
It has separate rules.
Say again?
It has separate rules.
It does. It says in this box,
Chocolate.
you get 32 mini chocolate bars depicting nights, cities, settlements, and roads. One set of resource cards, one spinner, and game rules. So it's its own version of Catan, and it's delicious. So eat them up, grab them up, and eat them up.
Excellent.
Just had to give a shout out to those guys.
I love
That's
nerdy
just funny.
things that I can also devour.
Like souls.
Yes, like souls. Gretchen, devourer of souls. Didn't you see the picture of me as the hag? Is that not what
Devourer
she
of
does?
souls, yeah. Yeah, Clive, I believe you. I couldn't make it to February 15th or 14th either if I gave that as a Valentine's gift. And be like, nope. And I'll tell you what's funny is that right there box is actually the marketing director's box, because I was sent some. They never stood a chance.
Never stood a chance.
No, they're really good.
There we go.
I was sitting there and be like, do I need a road? Yes, I do. Road for sheep?
Excellent.
All right. And don't forget, if you put in hashtag lightning into the chat, you will enter to win the WizKids model miniature there of Chief Guh, one of the premier models that they came out with for your playing.
All your big fancy boy needs.
That's right.
He is a big fancy boy. What storyline is he from?
King's Thunder. It's it's like a whole Giants are the bad guys thing, and it's a campaign setting. It's
Right.
called that. Yeah.
Called King Thunder?
No.
Or Storm King's Thunder?
Storm King's Thunder.
Right. Okay. Excellent. I've just just finished this skeleton.
Ooh, speedy.
Yeah, I started him on Tuesday.
Oh,
There's a lot of
I
work in
take
him
that
already.
back then.
It's like, Jesus, Dave.
Put them on the spinner.
I will, yep, as soon as the black on his base dries. Same with the zombie.
And don't forget, if you are painting miniatures and or just getting back into painting miniatures, we love to see everybody's work. And we have a Facebook group dedicated to that. It's called Painting Happy Little Minis.
Yep.
You just search it, request to join, we'll add you in. And you can share all your miniatures that you're painting, ask for advice if you need any like technique advice. There's so many good painters in there that, you know, it's worth being in there just for the knowledge base that exists. And also if you are a, you know, painter who has lots of tools in their toolbox in regards to painting, answer questions that are posted.
Yep.
Me, I just usually I heart it
Yep.
because when people post that, and then if it's a miniature that I like, the Lich
Right.
that was posted, and I was like, I attempt to hide in shadows and maneuver myself for a sneak attack.
Yep, I saw that. That was funny.
I try to highlight things that I notice. If I'm perusing through and I
Right.
notice someone did something particularly fun with the technique, I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a thing I like. And then everyone's always so bashful. They're like, no, this wasn't good. This sucks. And I'm like,
No,
no.
there's so many talented artists in there, and so many that like
Everyone's
the ones that get me
humble.
are like, and I love it, is like they'll be like, I painted my first miniature in 15 years. It's horrible, and it's like 30 times better than anything I paint.
This only took me 5 minutes. Why does it look real? What is this,
Right.
Indian in the cupboard? Like,
Who's that cosplayer?
Yep.
There's so much good talent out there. It's amazing.
really is.
I'd just like to say, though, the important thing about miniature painting
Having fun.
is having fun. It's about relaxing
Facts.
and not at all worrying about what level you're at.
Mm-hmm.
If you want
That
to,
truth with like everything.
if you want to, that's cool. But there's no need to worry about it. As long as you're relaxing and having fun. It is pretty much true for everything.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Lisa says, do your eyes get buggy after a while of painting? Mine don't.
I feel like
Scott says, done. Awesome, thanks. I have some ready to show. Perfect. Julio says, sweet. Hashtag lightning. I see a lot of lightning going on in here. Carl says, nerdy things that you can devour. What, like Will Wheaton? Yes.
I don't know. Does he still have a soul?
Wow.
Oh!
Dang. What did he do that wronged you in a past life?
Well, you see, Gretchen rode all the way across Texas on a Greyhound bus to see him at a convention
At a convention.
and to get his Will Wheaton action figure mint in box signed.
This is a long story. Sounds like I've heard this before.
Yeah,
Hashtag Will if you're watching this.
that's funny. I just made that story up.
Meemaw.
Yeah,
Wasn't his Meemaw sick and he didn't show up to the show?
his Mima died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not really, because he's an
Psych.
evil Will Wheaton.
Nah.
That is
I
so
saw him
funny.
in passing at
Baltimore?
Baltimore Comic Con, yeah.
Yeah.
Walking by. With lots of big security people with biceps bigger than my head.
That's weird. I was busy.
Also, Dave, I have those pictures.
Yeah, I know. I was going to get to that in a minute.
Sorry.
That sounds promising.
It is.
Are these?
But it's a thing that it's one of Leona's cool ideas that we're going to kind of try and do for each show is highlight somebody's work. Somebody's done something
love
awesome.
that.
Popped it in the chat in the group. So in the Painting Happy Little Minis group. So I think the two that I picked for today One is from the reason I was asking why if Josh was going to be streaming is that yesterday, I think it was yesterday, he was working on a very cool bust. There it is. Well, hey, check that out.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
is so good.
Frozen Ninja 3D. I'm not sure, but yeah,
That's
looking
intense.
really cool.
I was watching him paint that yesterday, actually. On his live, I think it was yesterday on his live
Yep.
stream, and he was doing like an orange, yellow on the shoulder boards.
Yep. But yeah, it looks great. I'm loving the contrast on that.
Some gray.
So, so that's from Josh at Mini Painting Studio. And the other one we have is from Chris Gorka. So Chris has been painting up some of his Harry Potter miniatures.
That's good for hair. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chris has been
Oh,
painting
yeah.
up some of his Harry Potter miniatures from Night Models,
Yeah, those, he
So,
did, was it
it's got-
Dobie and the other
Dobby and Creature.
Creech?
There we go, Dobby and Creature. So, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking great. So keep those photos coming in. Make sure you get lots of painting done over the weekend. It should be good. Maybe you can paint something this weekend, Rick. Put them in the group. Oh no, you're not. You're going down to see your kids. My bad.
It's all good.
Weekend after. Oh, and Gretchen put in her painter face.
I did put in my painter face.
And you
I
see,
was very proud of my painter face.
Do we have that photo?
It's up there.
No, it's up in the
somewhere.
group.
Yeah, it's up in the group.
If you want to see Gretchen's painter face, you gotta join the group
in the group.
to see it.
I didn't know I could like do that with my face.
It was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And then we got the first, the first of the group painter faces come through from Bart.
Yep. Bart answered with his painter face.
So
Make it so, guys. Make it so.
That's one of,
Okay.
again, what's so fun about being a part of a community like Painting Happy Little Minis or you know, the Crafting Muse and the Crafters Guild and all those different pages like that. The communities are fun. They're just so much fun. Everybody's so encouraging, and even if it's in light joking like painter face,
Yep.
people participate, and it makes the community that much more enjoyable.
yep, for sure.
And speaking of the community, because we did reach 750 in the group, we do have a giveaway.
Yep.
I'm going to be posting a photo of what we're going to give away into the group.
Oh yeah. Did we bring it in?
No, it's in my office, but that's
That'd be great.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Age of Sigmar box.
Really cool. So we're well over 750 now, aren't we?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah. So thank you. So we're going to give this away in the group. I'm going to post a picture up of the Warhammer Age of Sigmar. The box is a little cattywampus right here.
It's because Rick sat on it.
I didn't sit on it.
Okay.
Just admit it.
I
It's
sat on
okay.
it. I
No,
sat on it.
I-
I'm sorry.
I may have. I didn't sit on it.
No.
But yeah, so we got this to give away. I know a lot of the individuals in the group do like to paint Warhammer
Yep.
stuff. So this will be a fun thing to get. If you do not already have it, cool. If you do have it, it's just more minis to paint. A lot
Yep.
of fun.
So this is the starter set. I think the original starter set from first edition. So it has
A
all the
lot.
Stormcast Eternals and the Bloodbound. So all the muscle-bound guys in the bronze armor and the blood and the axes and
You got to
stuff.
see a good shot of some of the miniatures right here in the back. There's quite a few
Oh yeah.
right there. Yeah. So yeah, so we'll be sending this out to a winner, and I'll post it up there and give the instructions on what everybody needs to do to participate.
Instructions on
in
how
it.
to win.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Julio says that he's found that painting minis is super relaxing.
Yep.
Good.
Craig Starnes is in, so guys. Steve says he paints as therapy. Painting is very distracting.
Yep.
Craig says, damn you, Brent Spinner. That's who played Data, right?
Yep.
Mike says, Yin's guys need some Games Workshop painting handles. It's funny, as I do have some.
Yep.
They are around here somewhere. Scott says, my cats love watching me paint, and amazingly, they don't disturb anything. That is amazing.
Yeah, it
That's,
is.
yeah.
Are you sure you have cats and not aliens?
I call shenanigans.
Jacob says that looks amazing. It looks cel-shaded in regards to the Dobby paints.
Oh, the Dobby.
Dobby, yeah.
Dobby.
And the one that Mini Painting Studios did.
Yep.
Keith, have a wonderful day. He's got to go back to work.
Bye, Keith.
Melissa says, do a special episode with the kids painting too. We did that once, Melissa, with Lucas and Linnea. They came out and it was fun. My kids are the best. I love them. Craig says goals now is to get up there on Dave's mentions. James, just works in progress, man. Works in progress.
Yep.
James says, catch y'all later. Paint safe. We will. Thank
Bye,
you,
James. Have a great weekend.
Mini Painting Studio says, I was thinking we could do a weekend Google Hangout stream and
Oh, yeah.
all paint together.
I mean,
That'd be kind of fun. Craig says that I'd be down to paint with that. Paint with y'all. Walter says, wow, yes, I have one left also. From Scott. Thanks, Scott. Zach Moore, hey, Dave, I would love to paint that. Jose Manuel Nunez says, hi, Dave Taylor.
hey, Jose.
Carl.
It was Jose's birthday the other day. Jose is the owner of Big Child Creatives in Spain.
Oh.
They have a super cool Kickstarter running at the moment, which is for their Black Sailors line, which are
Okay.
all these cool busts of orc pirates.
Nice.
So they've got the
Orc
they did one a
pirates
couple
are
of years
cool.
ago, and they're sort of coming back to it, doing a whole bunch of new miniatures.
Nice.
Fantastic. But Big Child Creatives also does sort of organizes all the artwork and sculpting for a lot of the Simon games, including A Song of Ice and Fire.
Interesting.
So that's all come out of the Big Child Creatives studio.
Okay, I can see that. That's very cool.
Yep.
Carl says he's got a split. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Carl.
Walter says bye, Carl. Melissa says, damn, I must have missed that one. Thomas Wynn.
Hey,
Dave,
Tom.
do you have a fold-up bed at the GTM studio?
Sometimes I wish I did, but no.
Craig says, did you see the video of the finished Baylor? Yes, it was awesome. Scott says, Insta Mastermind, Scott Genova. Oops, what the heck? All right.
What the heck doesn't
Terrain
sound
and
good?
mini pics. All right, so you can check out Scott's Instagram. Shout out there at mastermind_Scott Genovas. Jose says, thanks for the advice, but I'm here to steal your secrets.
Oh, okay.
Knew it.
Jose is an awesome painter.
Huh.
He's actually one of the judges for the Crystal Brush painting competition in Adepticon.
Oh,
At
okay.
Adepticon in
That's
Chicago.
awesome.
So, along with Jen Haley and James Craig.
Nice.
Yeah. But no, fantastic stuff coming out of those guys.
Very cool. If you're just joining us, we are painting miniatures from Wildlands by Osprey Games, a new board game that just landed at your local game store yesterday. Gretchen is doing Gretchen and Talk, two characters from the game. And Dave is finishing up Skeleton and a Zombie and working on a Wizard.
Yep, working on Garen.
Garen.
So, we're at the, oh, no worries, all good. We're close. There it is. What's there? No, it's not focusing. Okay, so it's coming along.
Yeah, it looks good.
I might just have enough time to get sort of a glow coming from that ball.
Nice.
So, and I'll put the other two up on the spinner. How about that, Leona? Is that better? Oh. So there's the Skelly and the zombie.
Zombie.
I just realized the thing I forgot to do with the zombie is put a little bit of rust in around his armor plates.
Ah.
It's looking pretty good. There we go. But yeah, I think it's a cool idea from the owner about highlighting stuff that's sort of coming through in the group.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's one thing we don't do enough here is everybody. Let's all give a big thanks to Leona for all the work that she does.
Thank you.
Not only on being behind the scenes brought over there on the computer, but all the other videos that you guys see on Game Trade Media, from like the little like unboxings to the spotlights, the Game Trade minutes, which are just the short, sweet, 30-second to a minute long videos highlighting different games. That's all Leona in the background making that stuff happen. She is an amazing talent, and we are better for having her with us. So
We are indeed. Thank you,
We love
Leona.
you. We were saying, me and I were saying yesterday that Leona always makes us seem way more competent than we are through the magic of Leona.
Yep. Excellent.
Steve says, well, it could be a zombie with well-maintained armor.
Yep. Yep. Somebody comes along and polishes it for him.
Yeah.
I think is what happens there.
A wizard casts mend on it, and it just becomes perfect again.
Hey, a necromancer's job is never ending. If you have to take responsibility for what you bring back from the grave.
You're right. That is true.
Yep. No escaping it, sort of Pet Cemetery style.
Nope.
Great movie.
Yep.
Excited for the remake?
No.
All right.
Wait, sorry, I didn't know there was a remake coming.
Yeah. There is, as a matter of fact.
Who's in it?
I have no idea. I just know that they had just posted up a preview, like the actual film.
Trailer?
Yeah, that's the word.
That's the word?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Chris Cox says he's late to the party painting my own stuff today. What I miss? Chris, you missed a lot. We talked about
Everything.
Crikey, the Irwins. We talked about Netflix a little bit, Venom.
Yep.
But the big topic of discussion is the fact that we are painting miniatures from Wildlands by Osprey Games. Yes, Jose, those from Osprey that does all the military books.
Yep.
These are miniatures from their new board game, Wildlands, which dropped at your local game stores yesterday. And so it's available now. There is also an expansion that comes out in November called The Unquiet Dead. Bum, bum, bum. There they are. And those are the zombie and the skeleton that they painted came from that box.
Yep.
Scott, have a great day. Thank you so much. And yeah, so that's all you missed. And we're having fun painting. Gretchen's with us today, painting a Gretchen, which is always nice.
Yep.
It looks just like me.
The fact that you call it the pre-coffee Gretchen is what makes it the best.
Yep.
No one will argue. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have a reputation amongst my friends as being like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, if somewhat incoherent when I first wake up, because I'm a morning person.
Okay.
I went camping once with them for there's a swords tournament event, and everyone went camping, and I woke up at like 7 a.m. and I like emerged from the tent ready to go. birds were chirping, coffee
Disney
was
princess-
brewing,
like a
like
Disney
a Disney
princess.
princess. And then I braided flowers into a friend's beard.
Of course you did.
And and after that, everyone was like, "What's you need to."
If I would have been on this trip and you came out of your tent bursting out like that with birds chirping around, I would have like tried to
Good
douse you
morning.
with holy fire or holy water. Back to whence you came.
Good morning, rise
Really?
and shine. I was an elementary school teacher. I'm used to it. I have to have a good attitude.
Okay.
Chipper.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like she was like Snow White,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
That
I-
scares
And what's
me.
wrong with that?
My friend made me a shirt that said "Social Energy Succubus"
Okay.
because I was just.
That sounds extremely accurate. Hashtag scares me to death.
Because just the more I'm with people, the more I'm just like energized and ready to go, and the introverts slowly die, but that's okay.
So you literally suck the energy out of
Okay.
everybody around you.
No, I love my introvert friends. They
Uh-huh.
keep me from.
From dying because you suck all the energy out of them. Walter says, I would let you gold my beard.
Yeah, that's right. I am the official beard braider for whenever, with the martial arts stuff that I do with the swords and stuff, there's also ringen, which is wrestling. And for the wrestling event, since a lot of the guys have full beards, last time I went to an event, I was the official braider of beards. So that no one got their beard messed up. in the-
Well,
Yeah.
that,
I could fishtail braid what you got there.
no,
Yeah.
you couldn't.
I like a dwarf.
You
A
couldn't.
dwarven king. Yep.
You want to know why you couldn't? I would not let you do this.
Oh,
Everyone's
It sounds
gonna
so
be sad.
painful to pull and twist.
No,
Rick,
no, gentle.
Rick. You're gonna have to do it. Halloween episode.
Halloween, you could be a dwarven king.
How about this?
Dwarven king.
You know what? How about this? I'm going to throw a challenge out to you guys. This is totally impromptu. This was not discussed before this program. On our Twitch channel, if you go over to the Game Trade Media Twitch, there is a button on the bottom that says Donate. And the donation button goes towards the Extra Life campaign for kids. If we meet our goal, I only think it's like $100. If you guys donate, I will let her braid my beard, but it'll have to
With
have
flowers.
with
Yeah.
whatever you want, and I'll let you do whatever you want, but it'll have to be
Whatever you want. Sardines.
it'll have to be on Black Friday that you do this because that'll give enough time for my beard to grow a little bit longer,
Yeah,
a little bit fuller,
okay.
and you can do a little bit more with it. But we have
Yeah.
to meet. We have to reach our goal on Twitch. I can actually tell you what that is. If you go over to the Twitch channel, it is on the bottom here where it says donate. Click on it, and it goes to extralife.org, and it's for the John Hopkins Children's Center. Yeah, our goal is $100. If we reach a $100 goal on there,
On Black Friday?
by by Black Friday. Anything beyond that, it just makes it even better. But we only put a goal of 100. But if we can reach $100 on that, that would be amazing. And I'd let her do whatever she wants with my beard. She can color it rainbow stripes, for all I care.
Awesome.
I'll let you do that.
I'm so glad that these are all up on YouTube so that we have a wonderful video
Chronicle.
trail.
That I can't deny saying it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It's for charity and for kids.
And for our amusement.
And well, yeah, great.
I would make you so handsome. It's okay.
Handsomer.
Handsomer.
I was going to
yes.
say we
More than you already are.
we're just going to get you to
obviously.
braid his beard, not work miracles.
Oh, wow. The savagery returns.
Oh,
Very cool.
it never left.
All right.
Excellent.
$200 she gets to make you a deacon king. Oh my God. A dwarven king. Sorry. Dave needs to get the book out.
Oh, jeez.
Quick, everyone, go to Twitch and donate. Hits donate button immediately. Now, oh crap. That's not, it was, I mean, I shouldn't have said anything. But you know what? It's for the kids.
It is for the kids. Okay.
All right. Dang it. It's funny.
This makes me so happy inside.
It's funny because it's happening to you.
Yeah, but I have no modesty
And
or
nothing.
pride.
Oh, that's not so funny then.
Why?
I don't know.
No, I would
Excellent.
absolutely do this for
4 minutes.
kids.
4 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, Leona.
The-
I need a little bit more time.
She keeps us on task.
Wrap it up.
I'm going to get it done. I'll get it done. So I'm just doing a little bit of object source lighting.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm actually pretty happy with how the Switch is turning out. I've not grasped glowy effects yet, but I'm trying really hard to make her eye blue and glowy. And
Oh, cool.
So in that last 4 minutes that we have before Leona,
3 minutes.
dang it, 3 minutes. Make sure if you aren't already a part of our group over on Facebook, the Painting Happy Little Minis group, that you do join us there. We'll add you in if you request to join. Show off all the things you're working on. Go to your friendly local game store and pick up a copy of Wildlands today. It is available now. It's by Osprey Games. And you get all these amazing miniatures that we're painting, plus a lot more. There's 20 total in the box. There's minotaurs, there's what looks like a satyr or like a witch hunter, all sorts of different character types. So go check those out. And what else? Hashtag lightning in the chat today to be entered to win the Storm King's Thunder Chief Guh premium miniature by WizKids. Guh.
Keep an eye out for, so many competitions going on at the moment. So keep an eye out for the 750 members draw for, so keep an eye out for
Age
the
of
Age of
Sigmar.
Sigmar box. So Rick will do a separate post for that in the Painting Happy Little Minis group.
Yeah.
There's another one. There's another one.
That's
Oh,
right there in front of you.
oh,
The
there it
pumpkin.
is.
How many dice are in the pumpkin jar?
Yep.
Contest.
Which is already running, so check out the post that has information there.
Yeah.
And just to be annoying, I'm going to take one out.
No, God. But that's the 100-sided one. It's the most important one. No, it's not. It's a 30.
It's the 30-sided one. My bad.
there's
This-
definitely at least 6.
This is the one that goes up
In
to,
there.
to 10,000.
Yeah, that's very powerful.
Yep.
And the winner, once we draw for that, the winner is going to win a copy of Betrayal at House on the Hill by Avalon Hill,
Ooh.
which is a fun, horror-themed game. So
Yep.
definitely worth entering all these fun little contests we got going on. And there's even more coming down the path. If you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, stay tuned for a big one that we're going to be posting up real soon for PAX Unplugged. So,
Excellent. Yes.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going on. Joshua Davis put hashtag Gretchen is so mean. That's fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So
Oh.
let's
Wait,
go ahead
wait,
and
wait.
I'm
show
the
off
meanest.
show off the minis real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to see my spitting image?
Of course.
Yep.
I'm going to actually hand this over. If someone else could put that up there, that'd be great. And here's the owl. He's not quite
All right.
done
All
yet,
right. So,
but getting there.
Boxer Orc, looking lovely. I'm not dropping anything. Owlman there.
Yeah. 3. How many
All
licks?
right. Gretchen, my lovely self-portrait there. And as well as Itty Bitty Rosie,
So good.
who is not fully complete, but got some good base colors there.
It's coming around.
You can do it.
There we
I believe.
All right. So we got
There we go.
Goku in his elder years.
Yep.
That the halfling with the blunderbuss looks so cool. What a
Yep.
great miniature.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
It worked out pretty well.
Yeah,
Nice and quick.
absolutely. A lot of fun miniatures there.
Yep.
So again, that's Wildlands by Osprey Games. Thank you for joining us today. This has been Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick,
I'm Dave.
And I'm Gretchen.
and we'll see you at the game store. Guys, we're super excited to share that our new book, The Overstreet Guide to Collecting Tabletop Games, is now available.
We love tabletop gaming as much as you do, and we're so thrilled to share the finished book with the community. This book covers the history of the tabletop industry, from classic board games like Monopoly to collectible card games like Magic, and of course, RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons.
The book also highlights some of the top talent in the industry, featuring interviews with Peter Atkinson, Matthew Mercer, Larry Elmore, and many more. Plus, we chatted with collectors from all walks of life who shared their own knowledge and insight about tabletop collecting.
We also discuss everything from the impact of crowdfunding on the current state of the industry, as well as take a look at all sorts of ways to preserve your collection for years to come. This book provides a perfect snapshot of the tabletop industry at large and shows what makes this hobby so great.
You can head into your local game store or comic shop right now and pick up your copy of the Overstreet Guide to Collecting Tabletop Games. If they don't have it in stock, you can order your copy through Previews, through Game Trade Magazine, or through gemstonepub.com.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.